Hi team, Brian McCown here. Earlier this week in our monthly ops call, I talked to you about a couple clarifications on FNMA guidelines regarding debts paid by others and employment contracts. Let's just take a couple minutes and walk through the clarifications that we've discovered that's going to help us with our loans going forward. The first clarification is on debts paid by others. This is a situation in which the borrower is obligated on a debt, but because another party is making at least 12 payments, we can exclude that from our qualifying DTI. Now, there's two types of debt that we've got to talk about. One is mortgage debt that we'd like to try and exclude. The other one is non-mortgage debt. The big clarifications are on mortgage debt. The party making the payments, in order for us to exclude them, must be also obligated on the note with our borrower. For non-mortgage debt, that isn't the case. The party making the payments does not need to be obligated on that particular payment. The second clarification we want to talk about is Fannie Mae's guide on employment contracts. Now, under this, there are two options. Option one is when the loan is delivered after the borrower starts their employment. This option is not available at Ross Mortgage because of the time and the cost of the loan to sit on our warehouse line. Option two is when loans are delivered prior to the borrower starting employment. Now, there are a couple caveats that we have to do here. One, the employment has to start within 90 days of the note date. And then number two, there are reserve requirements. So you have two options with reserves. So you just have to meet one or the other. 6 months reserves of the current monthly or the proposed monthly housing payment, or a number of months of reserves between the note date and the employment start date, plus 1 month. Now, it's important to note that this is not based on your proposed PITI, it's on total debt. So you'll have less amount of months in the end, but the debt total could be higher that we'd have to qualify them with for reserves. For a little more information on either of these clarifications, feel free to go to the actual announcement, which is going to be uploaded into SharePoint. The full text of each of the guidelines is contained within the announcement. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to talking to you in the future.